Hi, this is Flynn Fleming from Comp Consulting Business Solutions, and just want to go over some critical information for the business clients. And I'm preparing this video specifically for the business clients, whether the business client is a sole proprietorship, whether you're LLC, single member, multiple member, subchapter S corporation, any type of business relationship, and a couple of things we have to make sure is that you're registered with the state of New Jersey as a business to do business in the state of New Jersey. But what I'm looking to do this year, going into the 2023, 2022 tax year, 2023 year, calendar year, is to make some changes in how I go about preparing my business clients' tax returns. It's very, very important for me to make sure that I have a system in place. So that system requires basically that every business has some type of counting system or ledger system. Okay, and so what I'm requiring for my all businesses is copies of their business bank statements from January 1st, 2022 to December 31st, 2022. Okay, that's very, very important. So upon submission of your W-2 information, no more originals. I want just hard copies. Um, um, we have to make sure that we have I need to see bank statements as opposed to hand prepared or prepared documentation. It may have worked in the past, but I can't use that as a source of preparing your taxes going forward. Okay, now the reason why I'm asking of this information is because basically what I need to do a good solid tax return is a function that of an accountant. Okay, and let's face it, we don't, accountants, run you 60, 70, 80,000 dollars a year. So let's face it, it's not practical for, to hire an accountant or maybe a bookkeeper, but even then, it may be a cost to you that you, at this point, don't have to, that you may not have the interest in, in investing in. So what you need to do is, again, I need copies of business tax return. I need you to fill out a fact sheet. I need you to fill out a business facts form. I have prepared. Some of the businesses have submitted the business profiles. Some of you haven't. Either way, I need it every year. I need it if it's updated. I needed the updated information. I've invested a lot in my personal education. I'm studying from PhD. I'm finishing up actually. Tremendous amount of money, sleepless nights and all that. And I'm still trying to prepare to take my CPA exam. And I'm basically doing this because I'm trying to launch myself into a different category and the type of business that I'm going to be marketing towards. And I took a fundamental interest in a lot of doing business with a lot of my clients that I'm doing business with currently. Some that I have to let go, but most of you, I'm willing to work with you and helping you develop your business. Okay, so one of the benefits of going this route of requiring that everything be done through a bank statement, well, we have to sit down and is to sit down and hash this stuff out. I mean, I got to have some objective information in order to do the taxes going forward. But the purpose of it is to basically it's to put together something that's it's a tax return. It's a legal document, and it's important that that it's presented properly and it's a reflection of your business. The second reason is that I suspect that a lot of you are in business for a purpose, and that is to grow your business and to develop your business and to increase your revenue stream. And you need to have some good information on where you are and how you want to get to where you want to go. And that is fundamentally done through a sound reporting and accounting, reporting and tax preparation process. So I'm going to do that for this year because we actually passed the calendar year and we're already into 2023. For the 2022 tax year, I'm going to need the whole year. That's a tremendous amount of work. So depending on how far you are and how much transactions, two things. I'm going to have to charge you extra to do this work because I can't do it any other way. I can't take anything that you kind of summarize yourself. I need to see it myself in order to sign off on a return that shows numbers that I haven't actually verified for myself. So that's the first thing. So I'm gonna have to prepare it, and I'm gonna have to charge you extra for that specific function. It won't be. It'll be really, really marginal. I'm not trying to make money off of you in that respect, but I do need to make sure that I have the information again to do this return properly. So I'm going to charge you for that specific service, and I'm going to have to charge you for your tax return. Okay. So it's going to be, one fee for both business, federal, and state, plus transmission. I'm going to transmit your business and federal taxes, and I'm going to take care of your personal federal and state taxes. So with the fees that going to be higher than what it was in years past, I am also having a service through the banks that I deal with that handles electronic filing and refunds and checks. I can have the fee come out of your refund. So you don't have to pay me. You give me the information. I can work on it. I can get it done the right way and get you through the system. Okay, so that's the one thing. And going forward, as we move into the 2023 year, within the next 2 months, we'll be in the first quarter of 2023. So I'm going to come in on a quarterly basis for the next tax year, but I'm going to charge you on a quarterly basis. Okay, and in that quarterly period, if it's going to cost you $500 a year to put together a nice solid ledger that, again, if you had a bookkeeper, accountant, or somebody, forget it. If you had an accountant, you're talking about $80,000, $90,000 a year. Or if you had a bookkeeper, you're going to pay them, $10,000, $12,000, to do, the bookkeeping. I'll come in and I'll do it, between, depending on the transactions, it's going to be really marginal, okay? But I'm going to charge you on a quarterly basis. And then I'm going to charge you for the preparation. Now, if you don't want to do the check system where I can have the money come out of your return and have you pick up a debit card or check or even have it deposited in your account after the fee comes in, I'm gonna need the fee up front. Okay, I just can't. I can't function. It's just the way I have to have it done. Okay, so those are the two changes. That's what I need you to do going forward. Now I'm going to call some of you. I have appointments to call some of you. I'm going to call you, but I'm going to also have this video, send you a copy of this video so that you can make your changes, accordingly. And, I'm just looking forward. I'm looking forward to being able to help you bring up your business to the level that I suspect that you wanted to go. Okay, there's a lot of times when you want to apply for different types of programs, They have programs for hiring certain individuals from certain maybe from certain depressed neighborhoods. There may be situations where I know that they were given helping trying to get business back on their feet after the pandemic, COVID-19. And so, depending on how well you manage your business, um, you can qualify for a lot of stuff. And unfortunately, I wasn't willing to take to take on anything because I didn't have my arms around the business the way I need to. So this time, as these things come down the pike, I will make recommendation. You're the one to make the decision. Hey, you got the information. I have the information. I can fill out this information and feel comfortable submitting to the government, and you qualify for it. But I can't do it if I don't have my arms around the transactions. Okay, we need some evaluations. So a lot of times when we look at your tax return is different than a financial statement. The financial statements have rules that's governed by the private sector, while the tax return rules are governed by the Department of Treasury, Internal Revenue Service. Well, Internal Revenue Service don't really make the rules; they enforce the rules, but the federal government, Congress, okay, Congress does the tax law. So we have these two different frameworks, two different documentations. And so either way, I'm gonna need to. And so a lot of times when you look at information, we can't just look at the bottom line completely. I mean, on a short run, sure, you need to manage your money, manage your business so you can pay your bills of the business. In the short run, sure, but in the long run, in the immediate and long run, where you're trying to develop your business over time, it's really not so much the revenue stream so much, it's your assets, it's your balance sheet, it's your evaluations, it's how much your ratio analysis. We have to do there's some things that we can do to show, okay, this is what we need to work on. We need to know your inventories. I need to take inventories. I need to do depreciation schedules and asset schedules. Okay, so those type of things I'm gonna have to do, and that'll be part of the quarterly process. But again, I'm gonna have to charge you. Okay, so looking forward. Need you to check out this video. Give me a call, and let's get this ball rolling. And it's a good time. I think there's a good time to start to launch out. There's a lot of programs out there, and the economy is kind of rebuilding. And this is a good time to really put your business on the map and start to compete and win some contracts. You got to have a business plan. You got to have a good sound accounting. Even apply for contracts with the state. As a small business, business or minority business. So let me know. I'll be in touch with you soon. Thank you.